Hey guys, it's Meg. I am here this week with a new video for you. This is going to be your standard tarot reading, so if you would like to get a message from the cards, please come on in, get comfortable, have a seat. We're gonna read our oracles. We're gonna get into some tarot cards. There is going to be a bonus reading at the end of this video, so if you want to click over to that, I'd be happy to have you just watch the bonus reading. But if you feel compelled to see the larger video, I'm happy to have you stick around. So welcome in. Before I get into the video, I do want to say if you like what you see in it, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and the bell buttons so you can stay in the loop for when I post new work. I've also linked my website, my commissions page, and my social media if you want to get in touch with me outside of YouTube. I'm totally happy for questions, comments, concerns, feedback of any variety, so long as it is civil. I will address it with you as best as I can. I've listed all of the decks and the bonus reading will have a timestamp. All of that is in the description, so go have a look if you feel compelled to. Again, I'm happy to have you here. Um, just to give a quick update on life things, I have just gotten back from a trip, so I'm a little bit in recovery mode from that, but I'm very happy with how things went. I was away for Thanksgiving, so it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Um, So let's start. I'm going to start with the oracle reading as per the usual. This is going to get a read on the general energy around us during this time. And then we'll get into our tarot and see what energy is supporting what I got out of the oracle reading and why we're seeing what we're seeing, what you can do with this energy to help best serve your highest good. So, first things first, we have roots of abundance. Okay. We also have come together. Okay. We have the skunk spirit, and this is asking us to evaluate and know our worth. Okay. And we also have the word Lord. This represents communication, praise, or on the dark side of this card, it can represent dishonesty. Okay. So, what I am immediately seeing right now, and what I'm immediately seeing right now, and I can't help but marvel at the synchronicity of this, is that we're talking about our abundance coming together with other people and knowing our worth. Let me start with these. If you celebrate a holiday like Thanksgiving or some communal get together like that, I like that this is coming together because you know, there's a moment of celebration where you're aware of you've been aware of the things you've worked to gain your abundance here, but you've also not done that work alone, so that could be part of what you're celebrating. Ultimately, I think this is you're celebrating your part in a team effort to really gain something out of a situation, right? And immediately I'm thinking you've worked on a project with a group of people at your job. If you are employed at this time, you've worked very hard to earn good grades. If you're in school, if you're building a home with someone, this could be that you know, maybe you bought your first home, maybe you've welcomed a new life into your space, in which congratulations, I'm very very excited to see that for you. But either way, you've worked for the abundance you've received, and you haven't done it by yourself. Okay? Now, here's the deal, though. Part of that has had to come from evaluating who you are in this process. Because I feel like there have been moments where you've questioned whether you deserve to have this abundance. And the answer will always be yes, because there is a team of people, maybe not people, there is a team of people around you. And, they do, for the most part, want what you are working for. They, for the most part, want what's best and what's in your highest good, right? We'll address why I say that in a minute. But you've had to assess your self-worth and you do deserve what's coming to you, but um it is going to be after assessing your worth and knowing who you are, what you deserve, and how you're going to achieve the abundance you've clearly come into. Okay, so there is there's a skunk spirit. Going a little further with that, I'm immediately hearing the King of Pentacles coming out with this card, and I'm saying that because I always associate the King of Pentacles not only with material wealth, such as the coins, but also personal value, intrinsic, what you carry with you throughout the day. Again, you know who you are, you know what your values are, you know how to take your self-worth and take your values and put them into the intentions you have throughout the day. Okay. So yeah, there's the skunk spirit. Moving on. Now let's go to evaluating this come together card in the view of the word ward, because part of the work that you've done to achieve this abundance, okay, you've laid down these roots and you haven't, you've really put it together in a team. You've had team ideas come through, right? And like I said, a lot of people on your team have wanted what's best, because you've communicated clearly what those things are. I want this house. I want this living arrangement. I would like to bring a life into my space, or, it's a work project. Like I said, whatever this looks like for you. Okay. And for the most part, everybody has been on the same page. Everybody has genuinely wanted what's in your highest good, like I said. However, there have been people, and we're looking at this dishonesty here, get pointed at the right spot right here. There have been some questions about whether everybody really is on the same page, or if they're just saying what they're saying to feed your ego in a negative way. Oh yeah, you can have it. It's something like that. If they're saying, oh, I'm on your side, and then not really either not feeling enthusiastic about it or actively working behind the scenes to undermine this work, it's up to you to kind of parse that out for yourself. Who is on your side? Who is, I don't even want to say it like that. Who has your best interests, and who can be kind of released from obligation in this project, right? Who, yeah, who's with you and who's not. If they're not, it's okay. Um, their energy just isn't right for you. Maybe not ever going to be right for you, but certainly in this situation, um, there are some energies and things that need to be released simply because of the dishonesty factor that they bring into it. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Um, again, I hope that makes sense. Remember that that releasing energy is going to come from knowing who you are, what you value, and what you bring to the table. Okay, so there is our oracle reading for the moment. Let's get into some tarot cards, find out how to supplement this energy, why we're seeing what we're seeing, and what we can do to best use the energy of this reading. Okay, so let's see. Also, if you've never seen a video from me, if you're new on this channel, the way I structure readings like this is that I will get some basic energy out of it. I'll do 3 cards to start, and then we'll look at the hidden and clarifying energy, so the bottom and top card on the deck, and we'll see what that can do for us to start. Okay, let me actually shuffling this particular deck is the Kawaii Tarot by Diana Lopez, but I'm not actually going to start with that just yet. I am going to start with a bigger deck, frankly. Let's get the challenging deck out of the way here. Okay. Also, before I get too far into this reading, I do want to disclaim that one of the decks I'm going to use depicts medical instruments and somewhat graphic images in it. So if that might bother you, probably should have said this at the beginning, but if you feel that might bother you, I'd be happy to have you click off and go to another reading if you feel compelled to. So just a heads up, I think I'll warn you again when that deck comes up. So, okay, let's see a first card, please. What do we need to see to start? Okay, so we have the Ten of Bows here. This is a representation of the Ten of Wands. And this, no, yeah, Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Okay, got that correct here. There's a responsibility, as this card says, and you've carried a lot of weight on your shoulders. You are carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders still. But I do think it's been worth it, because of, like we got in your oracle, you've worked really hard to lay down the roots, and you haven't done it by yourself. Okay. It's been an uphill battle, as you might be able to see in the card, but it is definitely something that you deserve. You definitely deserve the achievement, because you've gotten this far. Now, you might still have a little bit to go, but you're very close. Okay, you're very close to this achievement. Okay, and by achievement, I mean the final goal in all of this, right? Let me shuffle again here. Okay, we also have the Eight of Stones. Again, we're going back to hard work here. There's been so much effort, so much effort, and for your part in the achievement, yeah, you've done your part. okay? You've borne the weight of your responsibility, okay? And Ace of Bows, you know, Ace of Wands. There's a new creative spark coming into your space. You're finally going to be able to see that arrow fly out of your hands, and perhaps wherever it lands, that's where you say, okay, here's where I'm going to set down. Here's where I'm going to set things down. Here's where I'm going to sit back and celebrate this new mark, but also celebrate what is, just celebrate your progress, celebrate your hard work. Take a minute and know that you haven't done it by yourself. You've had a team. Yeah, you haven't done it by yourself, because remember this oracle, okay? This, again, I'm showing off the oracle cards here. This is what you've worked for. You haven't done it by yourself. And the responsibility of that work has been on your shoulders. It has been hard, okay? It has been hard work, okay? But new beginnings, especially in creative endeavors, especially in sparking new growth to life, this is the result. I'm compelled to say this is the result, okay? So let's see some hidden and clarifying energy, please. Hidden and clarifying energy. Card on the bottom. Okay, we have the King of Stones. King of Stones. This is the King of Pentacles. What did I just say? If you're savvy, what did I say about this? Wait a second. I haven't gotten excited like this in a reading for a while. King of Stones. This is someone who knows their inherent value and their inherent value, what they bring to the table, a sense of their own self-worth. I'm going to leave it there. Yes, like I said, King of Stones, they're in understanding of their material abundance. They understand just, again, what they bring to the table and what their values are within a context, okay? So that's our hidden energy. Okay, clarifying energy, please. I'm gonna take 2 cards off the top, because why the heck not? We have the Ten of Vessels. This is the Ten of Cups. So this is a lot of love, happiness, prosperity, just a lot of joy has come into the space, because it's been worked very hard for. Okay. The Ten of Vessels is our clarifying energy, but we also have the Queen of Wands. So this runs deep. It runs very deep. Obviously, it's water, so it's going to be you're going to feel very full. You're going to feel very, very happy. So happy and peaceful and sated, and in a place where, at the end of this long, hard slog that you've been through, Ten of Wands and the Eight of Cups here. There's a lot, and it runs deep, and you're gonna feel very, very passionately about it. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Let's do that. Let's start there. Let's get into some clarifying ideas for why we're seeing what we're seeing. What have we gone through? Because clearly we've gone through some things. There's the, of course, we've already seen it. 10 of bows, 8 of stones, the 10 of wands, and the 8 of pentacles here. This is the deck I was referring to in terms of being a little bit graphic. So again, this is the part you tap out on. I'll see you later. Yeah, so let's see some clarifying energy. Why are we seeing the 10 of bows? What have we been through in the last couple of months? Okay, we have the 10 of swords, and it came out in reverse. So there has been some backstabbing, some betrayals, some really painful things have been visited upon us, but it seems like that's coming to an end. And part of this feels, again, deeply emotional, going all the way up to the clarifying energies we got just now. You could have both water and fire in your charts. So if you have looked up your natal chart, you'll find where all of your signs fall if you know how to read them. It can be a bit complex, but if you know where everything lines up. Sidebar. What I mean to say there is you felt a lot and you felt it deeply. Okay? Especially in this area, because there have been people, again going back to the word lord here, there have been people that you thought may have had your best interests, but they haven't. And remember that I said it may have been up to you to assess and move that energy on, which can be difficult because that may mean that you are removing connections to people that aren't they aren't good for you, but you have this connection with them. It's a toxic connection that you've had to sever. That's been hard. But because this 10 of swords is in reverse, the pain from severing those connections is starting to go away. Okay. And it's hard. It's hard. I've been through something similar. I'm gonna leave it there for privacy reasons. But if that sounds familiar, if it feels if it feels like it's resonating with you, you're starting to heal from doing this work. Okay, and it's been hard. It has been hard as fuck, and you've had to work. You've had to work at it. Okay, but it is coming to an end. It is coming to an end. Okay. It's the 10 of swords in reverse. Let's see another clarifying card here. Okay, we have it's the 7 of rods or the 7 of wands. Defending yourself right now has been exhausting. It's been a drag. It's been a slog. You've had an uphill climb. And again, you've had to remove toxic attachments that aren't serving you. It's like, no, right now, absolutely not. I can't have you in my space. Right? Again, hard work. There are things growing out of this, okay? I want you to take note of the flowers, okay? I'm showing this upright for purposes of seeing what the flowers are. There are things growing, and what's interesting is that you have red and orange, or red and yellow. I'm reading that red and yellow, but if you're seeing it orange, same thing. 7 of Wands energy, again, feeling it deeply and powerfully. Okay. Deeply and powerfully. Okay. So all of that has been really tough. Okay. Let's see the Eight of Stones. Why are we seeing that? Why are we seeing that in the spread for right now? Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay, we have the King of Swords. So, yes, this is someone in authority over their thoughts, over how they know how hard they're going to have to work. Okay, and they're going about it in a logical and intellectual manner. So, they could be the planners, they could be the strategic, planning a strategic effort. Okay, and that is, I'm saying that because we have this eight of stones, this Eight of Pentacles here. They've had to, because all of this healing work, all of this has come at a high mental toll. Okay. I think what I want to say here is that the risk for you is that you're a thinker, but you're at risk of overthinking, especially in a situation where you've had to assess people and their intentions, because nobody truly knows who or what may be harmful. It, I, I don't know if that's an accurate way of putting what I want to say. Um, you know what's up. You know how you're thinking. You know what you're feeling. You know how the interplay of that comes together for you. The thing is that you're an authority, and like I said, you're planning and you're strategizing your next moves. Okay, because you've had to. Again, go back to the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, don't sneeze. Another reason we might be seeing the Eight of Swords. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Coins, or the Knight of Pentacles. This has been slow. This progress that you've made has been slow. But again, there's been measured action. There's been strategic action. You have, what I'm seeing, you have a lot of fire, or it feels like you may have a lot of fire in this reading, because of the swords, the air, that kind of thing. It's all mashing together right now, and you've had to, uncomfortably enough, you've had to step back and say, you know what, I need to plan, I need to strategize. And now that you're in that mode of, okay, I have my plan, I have my strategy, now I need to be sure that I know, I'm not going to burn out when I make the next steps. Hopefully that makes sense. So there is the Knight of Coins, and that is clarifying. That is clarifying the Eight of Coins, or the Eight of Stones here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see clarifying energy for the Ace of Bows, Ace of Wands. Okay. Ooh, getting them out in pairs today. Okay, clarifying our Ace of Bows here, we have the Two of Cups. So, okay. Here's what's cool. I'm gonna treat this Ace of Bows as a turning point here. Okay, because you come through a lot of work. Okay, and remember that we have the Roots of Abundance Oracle card. So a lot of work to put down new roots. A lot of effort has been placed on what you've been doing, why you need to do it. Okay. And now, you've picked up things along the way. You picked up new knowledge. You picked up new understandings of how you feel, why you do what you do. Okay, what is what context you can now operate under. Okay, um, this has taken. Okay, I'm looking at the card here, and this has taken a lot of integrating in terms of the knowledge you have and the knowledge you picked up. Okay, you're blending all of that information. You're taking what you've learned and shifting, allowing that to shift certainly some thought processes, but also some actions that you're taking, right? Okay, and all of that, the situation might be new for you. Okay, whatever it is you've gotten here, whatever this turning point is, it's new, possibly scary, possibly a little bit frightening, but you have definitely made the effort to try. Again, the situation is different and you have to think about things quite a bit differently now. Okay, so there is the Two of Cups, or in this case, it's the Two of Elixirs. Okay, but we also have the Six of Swords. Give yourself some credit. Give yourself some credit because you have had to move on. I was reading the Six of Wands initially, but I think it makes sense. Okay, because you've been in such a transition. It's probably a lot of it may have sucked really badly for you, but again, it's been necessary to moving on, getting out of your ruts, getting out of the nasty thought processes you probably put yourself through. I'm gonna raise my hand to that because I'm prone to intrusive thoughts. Okay, you've worked hard to move on from those, and it has been hard, but you're doing it. You're doing it. Okay. So, all right. So let's see our King of Stones. I love that this card came out. Let's clarify that for you. King of Stones, why are we seeing it, please? King of Stones, okay. 5, 6, 7, seven of Swords. I think we're seeing the King of Stones here, the King of Coins, because ultimately, again, you're in authority. You know who you are. You know what you want. You know that it may take a little bit to get it, but it is going to happen for you, okay? And the thing that part of that thing that you need to work for is going to come from knowing your motivations and trying to understand the motivations of others. Now it might not come to you, it might not make sense what other people are trying to do, especially if you're in the line of fire for these other people. But you know what's up. You can sense. Maybe you're the type of person who has a strong intuitive hit when people aren't on the same page, or they don't necessarily, or it doesn't feel like they necessarily have your best interests. That can be hard. That can be genuinely difficult, but you know what's up. You know what's up for you, and you might have a read on what's up with other people. Okay. It doesn't mean, I don't mean to say that you're right all of the time. And certainly when I've gone that way with other people, there have been points where I've been wrong. and I'm okay admitting that. I think part of this King of Stones energy is to admit when you're wrong and to let go of preconceived notions about people until you have the opportunity to get to know them. Okay. And again, there've been recent experiences in my space that I'm not going to necessarily talk about here. But yeah, you know what's up for you, and you know how to, for the most part, suss out what other people have on their plates as well. So I hope I hope this is making sense. But I think this Seven of Blades speaks to your authority. Okay, so again, there's the Seven of Swords. We also have the Hermit. Going back to your personal truths. You've taken time and space away from people from I guess people in general, but you're letting your truth shine. Okay, you've had to take some time away to figure out again your personal worth, who you are. Remember that we have the skunk energy. We just clarified the King of Stones, right? You know who you are now, because you've had to be on a journey of personal reflection. And a lot of that personal reflection, maybe for you, that's shadow work. But either way, you've gotten back in touch with yourself. And now that you've been in a community setting, you know, again, you know what's right for you. You know how to, get at what your personal truths are and how to let that shine in your community. And by community, I mean maybe family members, coworkers, people in general. Okay, that's come with a lot of work, and it's come with a lot of work. Okay, but you've done it, and here you are. Okay. Once again, hope that's making sense. Okay, so I'm going to clarify the Ten of Cups and the Queen of Wands here. I'm gonna do them individually. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm gonna draw 4 cards to clarify each of that. So let's see why we're seeing the Ten of Vessels and the Queen of Arrows. Let's do this together. First 2 cards we're getting. First 2 cards we're getting is okay. We're getting the 5 of Rods and we're getting the 9 of Rods. 5 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. Okay, there's been some conflict and drama that has taken some effort to kind of resolve. Again, there's just a lot. There's a lot to this. Okay, whatever this has looked like, again, it's taken some work to resolve it. This could be external, because we're talking about our community, being in a teamwork, coming together with things. But I think for the most part, it has come internally. Okay. Yeah. Excuse me. It's come from an internal source because I'm hearing there's been some chattering in your ear, possibly about who you are. Well, you don't do this. You're not this. You can't do this because of this. Well, who's to say I can't? Who's to say you can't? Right? you've internalized that chatter a little too much. And I think it's cost you a little bit of your happiness. Maybe one of your cups is tipped over because of that, and it's spilled out. Um, but the truth of the matter is that ultimately you're in authority over your personhood. Again, that's borne out by the skunk, by the 10 of stones. Okay, um, you know, and your happiness isn't based on the external chatter. Okay, yeah, your happiness isn't based on external chatter. Let's see our Queen of Arrows, our fiery, passionate, beautiful, warm queen here. Okay. Why are we seeing this card with the 10 of Cups here? We're seeing it. Okay. Interesting. 7 of Swords. Okay. So, interestingly enough, we have the 7 of Coins in reverse, and we have the Queen of Coins upright. Okay, so this is the source of our chatter here. Let me turn this up right. The 7 of Coins is a lot about looking at your progress and making notes, how things have grown, what things have come to fruition. And there could be some people in your space that are just talking in your ear about what you haven't done, about what hasn't grown, about what hasn't given you all of the things you said you were going to achieve, right? You know, there's someone close to me who's just gabbed in my ear about, I don't have a real job. I'm a content creator. What's it worth, right? What's it going to bring you in the end when you can't do A, B, and C for yourself because of D, E, and F? That's personal examples. Video isn't about me though. Assess your progress. Yes. Whoops. Okay. Let's do the work of the 7 of Coins upright, but also know that you can't be in your thoughts over this forever. You can't. It's too much, right? You have to be able to nurture what roots you put down already. Okay. And I feel like saying if you are stuck on what you haven't done, you're not going to water, you're not going to give, you're not going to be able to give any life, any nurturing energy to what it is you're trying to do here. Okay. And this is where your queens come together. Okay, you have earth, and you have fire. So again, also the conflict, the internal aspect of this conflict might be that you want to move, you feeling the urge and the passion and the effort to move forward, but it's taking time. It's taking more time than you're comfortable with, perhaps. Okay, all right, maybe it's time to slow down. Yes, keep an eye on your goals, keep an eye on what's passionate in your heart, but also know that it's going to take time to germinate. Okay. Yeah, it's going to take time to germinate. The chatter, nah, just okay. Maybe it's the fact that you're going to be like, yeah, I hear you, but my pace isn't your pace. Okay, I need to nurture the roots I have down already, and when the time is right to move forward with that growth, it will happen. Okay. Let's get into, well, okay, hopefully those are going to stay where they are. I have some cards slipping off the top. Let's have a little quick water break. If you brought a comforting beverage with you, hopefully you're hydrated. Either way, bottoms up, friends. Here's to you. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's see some cards to help clarify the energy you're bringing. How do we use what we've seen in our oracle and tarot readings so far? Okay, this reading is for you. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, with respects to what we've just seen, because it's in reverse, there's some actions that you're not taking. You could be blocked. You could be blocked. There's some information that you need that you're getting stuck on because it's missing. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Let's leave that there for a minute. Let's see what else. Okay. Have one pop off the top. Okay. There's some information, there's some actions that you're not taking particularly mentally because this is a new beginning. You have the Ace of Swords coming back out. Okay. And what I'm I think, yeah, it makes sense. You have the Ace of Swords coming out because, again, there's been a lot of work. There's been a lot of change, and now you're at this doorway of, do I stay back where things have gone, or things have gone dark, where things, I don't have the light, I can't really turn around. This might be a silly example here, but if you've ever played the arcade version of Mario, you can't go back in the scenes, you can only move forward. That's where, that's the energy I'm feeling from the fact that you have the Knight of Swords upside down, in reverse is what I mean to say, and you have the Ace of Swords right side up. You can't go back. The chatter, the stress, the nerves, the anxiety, all of that's happened over here. It's done. It's over. Let this transformation move you forward, okay? Because you're certainly coming into new perspectives, new paradigms. Yeah, things have changed a lot. Things have changed a lot. Let's see what else. Okay, and it's also going to require you to stay in balance, to moderate, stay balanced and moderate in how you're moving forward right now. New swords. Swords. Hearing a line out of Bohemian Rhapsody that goes "Any way the wind blows." That's your Ace of Swords. It's new. It's new. It's, yeah, and because it's new, balance and moderation is going to be your best friend right now. Okay. So there is Temperance. Wow. Wow. Let's see. Let's see some hidden and clarifying energy, please. Hidden and clarifying energy, please. Okay, hidden energy. Oh yeah. We have the Fool. Definitely a new beginning. Definitely taking that leap of faith. Again, anyway the wind blows, my friend, right? Um, you have the road's wide open. The road is wide open, and you are going to have you're going to have a lot at your disposal. Remember, you've done the groundwork. There it is. You've done the groundwork. Now you can take the leap of faith, and trust me, once you do, I someone's got your back. The universe has your back. Your spirit team has your back. People that actually want to support you have your back. Okay? So there's the Fool. It's our hidden energy. Ooh, clarifying energy. Okay, it's the Four of Pentacles in reverse. You guys, what the actual hell? You're now open to anything. Might not be a good thing when you think about it. Don't think about it too much, because remember, you got to take this leap of faith. But anything is possible right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys, anything is possible. I don't know what else to say to that. Okay, thank you. Anything is possible right now. You have so much at your disposal because you've laid all the groundwork, and I'm pointing off camera because that's where the pile of cards I have just read is situated for. Yeah, right now anything's possible. Anything's possible if you just take the leap of faith and remember that yeah, someone's got your back. Someone, an energy, just anything is possible, and I'm excited. Clearly, oh, that's cool. That is so cool. Let's get a final read for you. Huh, that's so cool. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Had 3 cards pop off the deck. We've had, okay, that's all in reverse. So we've had Justice upright. So again, there needs to be a sense of balance and responsibility in terms of answering your past behaviors. Okay. Again, going back to temperance and moderation, balance, personal balance, but also balancing your karmic scales is going to require that you look at what has happened to you in the past. Okay. We also have the King of Wands. So being an authority over what fires you up, making sure that you're not acting impulsively right now, because when you start feeling things, maybe you have a lot of energy, a lot of hyper energy, that may lead you to doing something that might not be good for you. You also have the King of Cups. So there's a lot of passion and a lot of emotion that you're feeling some kind of way, and you're feeling it real deep. Okay, this is where balance is going to help you out. Okay, how do you balance that? Again, personal reflection. Remember, you have the Hermit coming out there. Discernment, following your intuition, following what your gut instincts are telling you. Again, remember, stay in balance with that, because clearly you're feeling a lot very deeply. Okay, but also don't forget that you're human and you will make mistakes. You're human and you will make mistakes. But that doesn't make you all bad. Okay, just remember that. Okay, let's see some hidden energy. Hidden energy, please. Hidden energy is the Empress. Okay. Again, what did I say about personal reflection? This is going to be, this is the call to get deep into your thoughts, into your heart, into your personal truths. Because that reflection is going to give you experience that other people don't have, because this is personal reflection rather than getting, this is personal reflection, personal experience, personal reflection. Again, you're building that up for yourself, okay? And building it up for yourself, but also this is allowing a lot of creativity, a lot of a lot of abundance to come through. I love this reading. Okay. Okay. Abundance to come through. Clarifying energy is the Knight of Pentacles. Again, it's going to take slow and measured action, but it will grow. Your garden will grow. Okay? Your garden will grow. Okay, so that's the main reading for now. I think I've waxed on long enough here. Let's get into a quick bonus reading for everybody, and then we'll call it quits from there. So for our oracle reading, we have the Rose's Kiss. So immediately I'm hitting romance. Immediately I'm hitting romance, but also I feel, let's go with romance. Why not do a love reading? Here we go. There's a Rose's Kiss. So there could be some new romances blooming in your space. But we also have, we have Deep Freeze. We have the Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. Okay. And we also have the Ringmaster of Scrutiny, which represents discernment, clear vision, and details. Okay. There's been a period where you have had to put things on hold. Okay. And particularly because, there's something, remember how I said romance here. So there could have been something that has come out of a relationship. Maybe you've had a significant person in your space, but it didn't necessarily work out, and it went cold. You went your separate ways. There's been some separation between you and your person, and unfortunately it's left you feeling really kind of cold and bitter and like, no, something didn't go right here. I need a chance to heal here, and I need sufficient time to heal. So there have been people or things that have come into your space or have tried to get into your space, and you're being like, right now, maybe not. Don't go too far. Maybe I'll get back to you. Please don't hold your breath. That's kind of what I'm getting out of this Ringmaster here. But ultimately, in order to heal, okay, from this situation here, you've had to go deep. You've had to get into your depths and understand and get clear about who you are and what you want out of this situation. Okay. There's your oracle cards. Really quickly here, we have we have the Hooded Man. That's the Hermit. You know differently. I'm going to read this as the Hermit. However, I could be wrong. So if you know the tarot, if you know major arcana in particular, what number 9 is. Again, I believe that's Hermit. We have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Blades. We have the Five of Cups. Okay, and we have the Fool in reverse. So you're being stopped right now from going forward. Okay, if you're just coming in from, if you're watching the whole thing, hi, thank you for coming into the bonus reading. But back to the main point, you're being stopped from going forward right now because there's some things, again, that you have to heal. Okay, and by healing, by stepping away, okay, by stepping away, you're really getting back to your truths. This is potentially something that you've lost along the way, especially if you've made an attachment with somebody that hasn't been good for you. Okay, and maybe the person might not be they might not be hurtful to you in some way. It's just that the energy doesn't dive, or the energy isn't jiving correctly. There's something, there's a conflict with you and potentially another person that has brought up certainly a lot of negativity in you. And that's part of what you're healing. Negativity and regrets that perhaps you wasted your time on the wrong person. That doesn't feel good. That's gross. That sucks. Especially if you're the kind of person that is, that's people oriented. You like interacting with people. You like making friends. You like going out and being sociable. But you brought in energy that hasn't really been helpful. Okay? And that's what you're working on healing. You can't move forward in that energy. Or you can't move forward with new energy until you've worked on healing your truths and healing what you know about yourself. Okay? I hope that makes sense. That is our bonus reading for this video, and that is officially me done rambling on. Again, if you like what you see in the video, please go ahead and click all of the buttons, check out all the links. All of that is in the description. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week with a new reading. And until then, stay safe, and I love you lots. Bye, everybody.